Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, on the last video that you seen, we was working on the Corvette and I gave you an overview of where we were. So I did get a little bit more work that I'm just gonna go ahead, get it out of the way and show you what we've done. And then today, we're gonna focus on the front bumper. So I'm gonna get this front bumper moved over to the other garage. We're gonna scuff it and go ahead and get it completely painted today. But what we did get the front fenders painted. I have not paint corrected these. So there is still a little bit of trash in them and it doesn't look anywhere as good as the rest of the car. So in a future video, I will take you through sanding these down and buffing them back out so we can get them as smooth as this. Good Lord, this is dusty. So another thing, I'm sure, well, you may not have noticed that the page has changed. The name has changed, and I'll explain all of that in a future video as well. I guess for the first time, welcome to the Shift Society YouTube page. So we are going to be doing kind of the same stuff, but I got away from the moto-p stuff because when I first rebranded this channel, the concept was more motorcycles with a little bit of cars, but it is slowly transitioned more to the car builds and not so much about motorcycles. So I changed the name to something that kind of encompasses it all and something that we can expand on. So I'll leave that for now and I'll explain more in a future video. So like I said, for today, we're going to focus on the Z06 front bumper. We did get this side bolted on as well, and I did bolt on that quarter panel, in which the last video we did not have. So the only thing that's left is this door, the front bumper, and we did get the new hood in, and I'll show you the new hood next video because we're going to be painting it, test fitting it, and all of that good stuff. So let me go ahead, move this front bumper over to the other garage, and let's get started. All right guys, so we got it completely wiped off, used a combination of just water and Dawn dishwashing detergent and a microfiber, cleaned it off and dried it. So now I have a gray Scotch-Brite and some 800 grit for these bigger scratches. So I'm gonna get this completely just kind of scuffed up and get all of these out of it. That way we got a really good and smooth paint surface to work with. Don't wanna get it too slick, wanna give, you know, the paint something to bond to. Usually 6-800 grit, that has worked fine for me. Gonna scuff this down. And a lot of people have been asking if this is an aftermarket bumper. No, this is actually a factory Z06 bumper. I think it fits anywhere from 2006 to 2013, and it was the bare bumper. The good thing is that my base fog lights, and I think that is the only thing that actually transferred. I have to order this grill and this grill up here, and I do have LED smoked marker lights that go in the front and back, and those will be on a video here soon because I have a lot of content that I have to put out after this, and it's going to be coming really quick. So now that we changed the channel name and I got all of that out of the way, we can go ahead, pump out content every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at about 7:00 p.m. is when all the videos will be going up. So if you haven't yet, go hit that red subscribe button. Let's get to sanding. Perfect. It looks like we've got all the little scratches out and everything is pretty much smooth. Like I said, I had to improvise and put this up on some dog food boxes just so I could hit the edges and make sure that I got everything and got good coverage with all of this. So what we're gonna do now is take some Duplicolor wax and grease remover. This stuff has been great. It's what I've used the entire time. And wipe this down, let it dry while we're mixing up our sealer, because with the Voodoo Blue, you do have to have a dark gray sealer. So we will mix up our sealer and go ahead and put a couple coats down on there just to get good coverage, and then we will mix up the color and then spray some clear. When I tell you this has been a DIY paint job, I cannot stress that enough. I have hung tarps up on my garage that I've been working on, but it is not done yet. We have engines, we have golf clubs, we have that thing that I bought from Harbor Freight, Mustang parts, just stuff everywhere. But we will wet the floor, make sure none of this stuff gets up into our paint. Got air hose actually running from my other garage over into here. So it's about 150 foot of air hose from a Harbor Freight compressor shooting through a Walmart and Harbor Freight spray gun. So when people say that you need all this expensive equipment to do a paint job, although it would probably make it not as difficult, it is not impossible, because I've accomplished everything so far with a $180 Harbor Freight air compressor, a $10 Harbor Freight air gun, and $40 air hose from Harbor Freight with a $3 water catcher for the spray gun. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, wipe this down with wax and grease remover and go mix up some sealer. Alright guys, so it's completely dried. We're going to hit this with a tack cloth just to pick up any little fuzz or anything that is sitting on the surface of this, just so we don't have any problems or anything that we're going to have to sand out of the sealer, because they do not recommend to sand the sealer at all. It's actually quite hard to do, so if I can just not have to do that, it would be in everybody's best interest. Guys, so we're ready to spray. One of the biggest recommendations I can make: get you a good respirator. Make sure you have good intake and airflow wherever you're spraying. If it's a garage, if it's anywhere, and if you can, get you a whole fresh air mask. You don't want to mess up your lungs. I don't want to mess up my lungs. This is what I have right now. I have 2 extractors in the garage and 1 source of intake. Ventilation's pretty daggone good in here, so let's go ahead, get to spraying some sealer. So the sealer went down just fine. It has been about 15 minutes. The technical data sheet for this sealer says to shoot your base coat, but at least wait 10 minutes because it needs to flash off, and this actually flashes pretty quick. So I've already got my base coat mixed up. So let's get spraying some Voodoo Blue. So coat number 1 is down. With this base coat, you do have to let it flash completely off so it's dry. So I'm going to hit it with the tack cloth once again to get any kind of little overspray or any dust that may have settled on it. And then we're going to shoot coat number 2. So I ran into a little bit of a problem on the base coat, which luckily I was able to fix. The air hose, like I said, is ran from the other garage. So it built up some condensation, and on one of the fittings, it started to drip water. I didn't know it, and it dripped like 5 different places onto the front bumper as I was spraying. There was a place here, 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 and over here. So I waited like 2 hours. I hit it with 1500 grit just to kind of knock those down, and I shot a coat of base back on it, and it looks like it did fine. So I'm gonna let that part of the base flash, and then I think we're gonna be good to clear coat. I'm gonna try to put about 3 coats on it like I have everything else. That way I have enough material to take off. All right, so this is the last step. I'm gonna shoot some clear on it. I'm not gonna keep the GoPro in here just because this clear coat literally gets on everything. So I'm gonna put you guys right outside the garage, and I'll show you guys this tomorrow when it's finished. All right guys, so it's actually 24 hours later, and it is absolutely pouring the snow out here now. But we did get the front bumper completely done. It has dried, and I've already just kind of loosely set it on here. It turned out so freaking good. This is not completely fitted. I don't have things lined up. Literally, I just have it clipped back here, and I have 1 bolt over here holding this. But this is the whole car so far, and I cannot be any happier with this for my first time than I am with it. I had to order this grill that goes right here, and I ordered the grill that goes down here as well. Like I said, luckily the stock fog lights will work here, so I'm gonna throw a little bit of tint over the stock lights and throw some LED bulbs in it. Headlights, I was going to do the black housings with the blue trim rings like I showed you. We're going another direction with those. It's gonna really modernize the car, and if you're familiar with Corvettes, you know probably what I'm talking about as far as headlights go. There's only one go-to company, and that is Vette Lights. That's what's coming, so I'll just leave it at that. Next thing up, we have to knock out this other door. For some reason, I've just put this door off, and I really don't know why. It is sat here on this stand, and it's just kind of collected stuff. This is the old wing. We actually have a new one. It's actually at the post office. I just haven't picked it up. But like I said in that last video, it's going to look so much better on the back of this than this one here. There's nothing wrong with this one. This is one of the eBay ZR1 kind of high-rise ones. If anybody's interested in this one, it's painted gloss black. I'll give it to you for a good deal. So we're going to knock out that door, and then really there's only one other piece to paint, and that is the hood. Obviously, it's not on the car. The stock one is sitting over there, and I'll go ahead and show you the new hood. I've waited months for this thing. This is the RK Sport Whipple cowl hood. So this is the higher of the two. You have the regular supercharger hood, and then you have the Whipple hood. This is the Whipple hood. Took like 3.5, almost 4 months to get it, but RK Sport emailed me back and said that they just moved from, I think, California to Texas, and they had to get all their stuff moved, which was kind of the hold up, and then the whole pandemic thing going on with shipping. It is what it is, but shout out to those guys for getting me my hood in the fastest way that they could. So I'm gonna leave you right here. Like I said, we got plenty of content coming up. I'll have to get this car done before the Corvette Expo, which is, I think, the 3rd week in March down in Pigeon Forge. So if you're going there, reach out to me. I'd love to meet up, check out your cars, and I'm gonna be down there filming as well. So guys, if you want to check out the builds and all the behind the scenes stuff, head over to Instagram. It is at Shift Society. Apparently, if you give this video a thumbs up, it helps these videos to get seen, so be sure to go down below, hit that thumbs up button, and be sure to go down, hit that big red subscribe button. Over 4,000 finally, almost to 4,100, but I've got a goal of 10K this year. I know that kind of sounds maybe like a lot, but I believe we can do it. So if you're watching this, if you enjoyed the builds, if you enjoyed the content, go down, hit that big red subscribe button, but I will see you guys on the next video.